Good morning. It is Thursday, July 15th, 2021. And really we're looking at another range day, but the day definitely had a downward bias. You could see we made a channel down in the overnight, and right now I just found this channel downward, but really you had to play the range all day. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete that. Early on, right before the open, we got this range right here, and that looked pretty valid. I drew the measured moves. I used that, and I drew the measured moves, and that ended up being the range for most of the morning, from about 4:30 in the morning to that held until about 9:20 or really like 10:10 actually. So 10:10 is when that really ended. So it's about a 6-hour range that this price was or this range was holding prices for. So just to show you market geometry, that's really it really helps to be looking at that stuff, and that helps you gain confidence in where you're taking entries. If you measure that range and then bring it down, you see that we make almost a perfect measured move. So I just wanted to point those things out. I had trouble trading today. This was very choppy, and I just wasn't treating it like a range day. I was treating it more so like a trend day, and it was just a mess. But we'll talk about my trades later. Let's just talk about the mark trades now, and I might change some or add some. We'll see. So we came in right about here when this trend ended, and we start to get this formless congestion. This right here set up like a trap. You see we get a first entry, second entry long, and I think this is also a first failed second entry short. And you can see people who are expecting this to be a second entry short, they got trapped here. So I don't know if I can mark this, just because we don't know if we're going higher yet. We haven't gotten 2 legs down, but this is just an interesting trap that's set up. We got some really tight congestion right here. This is a little after 5. I marked that. But yeah, we just start bouncing. Here, this is like the first failed second entry long, so I'm sure people got trapped going short here too. And then this, why did I mark this? I think I marked this like it was like a break back into this congestion, but you can't go short there. First, maybe that's the failed second entry long kind of. People are exiting. Here, I got trapped here right at the open. I think I went short like a dummy. You know what? Let's just see now. We don't have to. Yeah, I took this trap. Did I go short here? Yeah, I went short here like a dummy. I mean, look, I had I had this range drawn, so there's no reason for me to be going into a double bottom. And that's a great trap. That turned out to be a great trap. So I wouldn't blame people for going long here. But it's a second. I would look at that as like a second entry long. It's actually like a third entry long, but it's just in the middle of the range. It kind of looks like it's in the middle of the range. So anyway, we get this move. I like this. This is like a second entry short. It makes a higher high than this, but that shows us that we have some trapped shorts, and it just kind of looks like it's like a double top, but it kind of looks like a lower high even though it ticked higher. It's just a nice trap on a range, and it's with trend. So really, and by then I had to like walk away or I just missed this. I don't know, but this is a really good trade. This is a very nice trap here. I got trapped in this thinking to go long. We're going to break back into it. But if you, and eventually it would have got worked, but they chop people up right here. And if you just stay with the bias, which is down, you wouldn't have got trapped here like I did. And here, I don't know if this is like, this is really just like 2 legs down. Let's see. Yeah, it's like 2 perfect legs. And we get this move. Let's see. I wonder if there's some measurements here too. That's not quite a measured move no matter how you look at it. So that comes up short, but yeah, really it's we should be playing the range, and if that's a measured move. Look at that, that's perfect. So anyway, here's the trap. Oh wait, no, I didn't even go over these. This is aggressive because this is a breakout, but it is a failed first, second entry long. Off the EMA, we just had, I think if you see that these are 2 perfect measured legs down, you probably wouldn't go short here. But I looked at it as a breakout pullback and a failed second entry short. So that's how I looked at it. And it fits right there too. It's aggressive. Counter trend. First entry, second entry, at the top of the range. It's aggressive because this looks like we could be making another leg up like this, which we eventually did, but it's at the top of the range. So here, this traps some shorts here. As you can see, it ticks higher, but I don't know if you can go long here. It is like a second entry long, but it's going into this resistance. That's why I don't like it. But maybe if you enter 1 tick above this, 54, yeah, you do have time. You do have room to scalp out, so you could go long here. Here we get all this congestion at the top of that measured move, and that's a first entry, failed second entry long. Let's mark this congestion though. But I think if you're looking and you see this measured move, yes, it is aggressive. It's also a second entry short though, off these lows. It is aggressive. It's in congestion, but I think with the market geometry working in your favor, I think that's a good aggressive move. Why did I mark this? That's really just the first entry, so I don't see why you could go short here. Okay, because it's like back into the regular congestion, high or low, back into the regular congestion. Would that have gotten you? Oh yeah, I think I went short there myself. Oh no, I didn't. I got trapped going short here though. Oh, so we'll take a look at that. But yeah, lower high. Let's see. Yeah, it gets you a perfect scalp. I don't know if I can mark that though. It is according to the range rules though. Lower high at congestion. Oh, whoops. And then this is how I saw this. Oh, you know what? Let me make my background opacity. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see this well. Sorry for the purple background. Just thought I'd try something different. I don't know. I don't think you can go short here. Long here either. This does look like it's at the like a failed breakout right here. But I don't know. Let's see. That's an overshoot. I don't know. You might take that. That's aggressive though. First entry, second entry short, no setup to go back into the main congestion area. First entry, second entry, they trap a bunch of longs right here. And then, so I guess if you're reading this correctly, this looks like a second entry short. It's actually not, but it is a failed second entry long right here. Kind of like a breakout pullback as well. But if you just wait, I like this. I like this entry. It's like a second entry. It just looks like a trap, and we've hit those overnight lows. I don't know. We'll see if Mack marks that one. Here you get a lower high that confirms the trend line. That's really all it is, though, is a lower high. But you can see that sets up like a great long trap, and that works out too. It's off the trend channel, confirms that channel down. Then looks like we get a close outside of that channel. And this could be, yeah, 2 legs up. I would guess this is like 2 legs up. Or maybe this counts as the leg. Yeah. 2 legs up. I don't see anything you can enter in here. So this is, I wanted to talk about this. From here to here, it looks like, and it's feeling like a range day, but then once we get this trend, this just looks like a healthy upward trend. And once that reverses, this looks like a healthy downward trend. And then so it just felt like at that point, it felt like it was okay to start playing these like trends. But you didn't get a lot of good entries as if they're trends. You can see that. Look at that. That's a reversal. We get this downward channel, break, 2 legs up to a new high, and then the 1 leg, 2 legs down to a new high. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Perfect price action, but yeah, no entries here. Then we get some good congestion to play off of, and we get a overshoot, first entry, second entry, short. Only reason I marked it as aggressive is because you're going into the overnight lows, but then we get this failed second entry short off of those lows, and look at this just excellent price rejection on both sides. We get a couple good moves right here, and we get a little bit of an overshoot here, start trending down again. You get a first entry, failed second entry long. This just looks, like I said, we've been trending. Prices have been trending at this point. These trends are healthy. I think I'm looking at this right. This kind of was like a aha moment for me, because if you were watching prices, this just felt very choppy. All this stuff. Then we get over here. It's feeling trendy. First entry, failed second entry, long. Then we get some congestion. It leads to a break. First, second, third. So that's like a third entry. This is an aggressive move. I just like this because it's after the first break of this channel. People are probably going long to go high here into the overnight range. That's just not what happened. I mean, I didn't enter on this. It's also very congestive, so definitely risky. But then we make 2 measured legs down after the break of this channel. Just about a perfect measured move. This is all too congestive. I don't think you can't go. I don't think you can go long here because we don't have confirmation that we're going higher, or at least doesn't feel that way. So we get this failed breakout, and I think why did I like this? I'm not sure why I like this. That's because it's a measured move, right? And it's a higher low. So if you see all that, that's an aggressive move you might want to make. Especially if you saw earlier, I marked that this range, that's like a perfect measured move too, almost. So if you see that, all that, that might be an aggressive move you want to take. Let's see, we got a first entry, failed second entry short, but there's no good setup. And here, first entry, second entry, it fails, and then boom, bounces and goes higher. And that's brought us into noon. So interesting day from my end. Hope everyone had a good day. I hope you heard me. I've been leaning back this whole time. Hopefully the audio is still good. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Oh wait, no. We got to go over my trades. Okay, so I was way too eager today, and then I started revenge trading. So let's see. We already talked about this one right here. It is a trap. I think it's too aggressive. I couldn't mark it on my chart. Here, I went short here. I got trapped. I wasn't playing it like a range, and it was a range. So why would I go short right there at the bottom of this range? Didn't see this. Came back, and I probably saw that I missed this. And so I started trading in here. I should not have been going long here because that's against the bias. The bias was down. I got trapped here, and then I went short thinking that these trap longs would push it shorter, but that's not how the range is working. So look, 2 entries right here, just revenge trading, being silly. Let's see, I went short here. Okay, this is an aggressive move. It's a breakout pullback with trend, with the bias. Definitely an aggressive move, but it looked like this was a trend channel working out, and it does give you a scalp. Alright, let's see. Okay, here I just jumped in too early. I didn't measure anything, and this looks like a healthy trend. I went short here. Also, I went short beneath this bar, and I didn't delete my order after this bar formed, which is a big mistake. So I got trapped. Ended up going exactly where I wanted it to go, but I didn't choose a good entry. So that's what happens. That might have been it. Okay. Come in here. I went short here. Interesting. So that's a second entry short. Right? First entry, second entry short. Must have just hit my target or something. Oh, I entered on a limit order. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like I entered on a limit order. Hold on. 54. Okay, I entered way up here. Yeah, you wouldn't have. 54. That would have been a 4-tick failure if you entered on this bar. So, yeah, I wasn't playing it like a range yet again. I mean, this isn't playing it like a range, but that's pretty convincing. Being off of that trend line, the lower high, we're bouncing on both sides of the channel. That's pretty convincing. This, on the other hand, after the break, we might push higher. So I think that's all I took for today. Yeah. All right, so I'll be back tomorrow. Hope everyone had a good day.